Welcome to Housing Drives, an effort to better understand housing needs throughout the region for years to come.
Housing affects everyone. If you've ever struggled to pay a rent or utility bill or had to put off necessary repairs, you know the direct impact of housing.
But there are many other impacts that we're only now just beginning to understand, and they truly do impact everyone. So we're going to share examples of those with you over the next few minutes. And those include impacts on stability, the economy, health, equity. And so what we want to do is give you tangible examples of those and how they impact your lives and other members of the community. But first, please check out the website, Housing Drives. Find this process on social media to learn more about how you can participate and about housing and about your region. Now let's walk through those examples. Number one, housing stability. This is about the impact of housing in its most direct form. This is about not living in fear of a forced or unplanned move through an eviction or a foreclosure, regardless of what your income is.
Did you know that a child who is forced to move because of an eviction usually falls behind in school, often leading to lower income earnings throughout their life? This is why providing stable housing is so important to breaking the cycle of poverty and improving outcomes for kids.
Number two, the economy. So we all understand how the construction of new housing contributes jobs. But what is also important is the quality and location of that housing, how it enables somebody to get to and from work, and how that can impact property values and the economy of an entire neighborhood.
Households close to convenient and reliable transit spend a lot less on transportation, allowing families to invest more in education, nutritious food, and consumer goods, all of which contribute to a healthier economy. In fact, one study shows this combination of quality housing and transit is the best way for families to get out of poverty and enter the middle class. Housing located close to good-paying jobs, or with good transit access, also benefit our businesses. Workers are less likely to miss work and job performance improves along with reliable transportation.
Number 3, health. Housing impacts our health in a variety of different ways. We all know that lead-based paint and asbestos can harm our health, especially with childhood exposure. But we are now understanding how much housing impacts our mental health.
Did you know that formerly homeless households can suffer from something akin to PTSD, or that stable housing leads to lower rates of depression among seniors and teens? Stable and quality housing improves mental health so that people can focus on other things like education, physical health, their careers, or saving for a different goal.
Number 4, equity. Issues of equity are getting a lot of attention and are really important to address when a person's long-term outcomes can be predicted based on their race, gender, orientation, as well as other variables.
Did you know that a quarter of all Tri-County residents are cost-burdened, meaning they have to spend more than 30% of their income on housing? And among African Americans, almost half of all households are cost-burdened. In many cases, historic policies help create the inequities we see in housing today. And it is important to think about how our current and future approaches will impact housing opportunities for everyone.
Okay, so there you saw tangible examples of how housing impacts everyone in your community as we look through the lenses of stability in the economy and health and equity. And there are so many more examples to share, but this paints a picture of how everything's connected and how housing is so instrumental to a community's overall health. This is why we say housing drives Tri-County.
Over the course of this process, we will explore each of these ideas in more detail and think about how policies and partnerships can be better aligned to meet the wide range of housing needs.
It's important to recognize that the Tri-County region is not the only region that is struggling with housing challenges. This is a nationwide issue, and the reality is the old tools are simply inadequate to address the scale and the scope of the problem. This is going to require new tools, new partnerships, new strategies to help solve this problem. And this Housing Drives effort is really about creating strategies for this community and its leadership to come together to create a better present and future for the Tri-County region. So we want to thank you for watching this video. Please take a look at the website, follow us on social media, and be on the lookout for a survey that we need you all to take so that we can hear from you. Thank you all again.